forests were felled, huge areas became like deserts, and even the climate itself began to change. He thought he could control everything, but slowly the king realized that he must be kinder to his beautiful world or it would be damaged forever. He came to understand that he served his kingdom as much as it served him. So, he made energy from the force of the wind, the power of the water, and even the heat of the sun. He tried to save energy and think of the future, not just the present. And he, and his sons and daughters, hoped that this would be enough. So did the kingdom recover? And does the story end happily ever after? No one knows yet, because you and I are still part of it.
On behalf of the planet,
I'm down here. How do I look from there? Not bad. Well, take a closer look. Do I look well to you? Ah, you've noticed then? I'm losing bits of me as we speak. I'm receding rapidly on top. And down there, yes, go on, take a peek. Used to be dense forest full of life and diversity. Now it's a full Brazilian. If only my carbon emissions were in remission. You've pretty much exhausted me. Think of me as a life support machine, supporting your business, your lifestyle, your children, your grandchildren. And they say the meek shall inherit the earth. I'm spent because you're spending it all now. You've doubled consumption of my resources in the last 30 years, piling up debt like you own a global credit card. Saving for the future, who gives an earthly? And let's face it, I'm dripping because of your asset stripping. Oh yes, you can account for your GDP and your share price, but who's accounting for my losses? My P&L doesn't show up in your financial ecosystem because no one is adding up the cost of the damage. But then you haven't put a value on it. What's the real cost to the environment of a holiday overseas? The cost of a habitat, cost of a diminishing asset, cost of rising sea levels. Yet they're all costing the earth, and someone is paying a price somewhere. It's quite simple, really. Show us the money. Account for this damage. Start accounting for the real cost of production by showing these hidden costs, so we create a realistic profit and loss account for the planet, including the value of my depreciating assets. No, and don't think you can rely on old Craterface over there to sustain you.
Accountants show hidden costs. They'll just cook the books, mate. Tell me, Mr. Accountant, what's this Monteverdi golden toad worth to my business? Oh, I don't know. Is the toad tax deductible on that?
This is about saving for the future by valuing what we have now.
Listen to you, gurgling on about the price of an armadillo. The stock market suffered a shock collapse today when the value of the armadillo plummeted.
You can moan all you like.
Yeah, and you can drown until you blue in the face.
Look at you. When's the last time you had any life in you, eh?
I'm due a probe in the next 3 years, apparently.
Cheers. More spaceships that pass in the night, I shouldn't wonder. At least there's some atmosphere down here.
Live today, gone tomorrow, that's what I say.
Some of us plan to survive if we start accounting for what's left.
Think anyone's listening out there? You must be living on another planet, mate.
Just remember, you need me more than I need you. Think about it.
So every organization needs to prepare for the new context. Every business needs to understand what the opportunities and the risks are of the sustainability agenda. Are we aware of the opportunities that sustainability holds for our organization? Are we seizing them? What about the risks? Are we exposed to them? Are we ready? Our way of life is under threat from our way of life. Something has to change. Remember, the cost of doing something will be cheaper in the long run than doing nothing. To add financial value to the natural capital, we first need to measure them. As something gets measured, it gets managed. Best Sustainability Report Awards is an initiative to underpin this concept. I feel honored in announcing that the Joint Committee of ICAP and ICMFE decided to take the responsibility of the flag bearers of this noble cause of sustainability. We, the professional accountants, are more close to this issue than any other professional. This is the reason both institutes decided to announce the Best Sustainability Report Award from this year. Now let me introduce to you the Best Sustainability Report Award. The criteria for the award were based on G3 guidelines of GRI, that is Global Reporting Initiative, which has also been recommended by the IPAC Sustainability Framework. This year, 9 companies were enrolled, contested for the award. Out of those 9, the 4 companies who have reported on the GRI framework were shortlisted for the award, and their reports were assessed for the top position. So there would be 1 winner for the award. We will also award certificates of merits to other 3 companies to encourage their initiative to disclosing their sustainability performance on GRI framework, and would give certificates of appreciation to the remaining 5 companies who have taken the initiative to prepare and report the sustainability performance. Let's give a big hand of applause for the great efforts of those 9 companies. To present the Best Sustainability Report Award, we have among us Ms. Amreen Waheed. Ms. Amreen Waheed is one of the pioneers on corporate social responsibility and information and communications technology in Pakistan. She is the founder and executive director of the Responsible Business Initiative. Ms. Waheed also co-founded Asia Pacific CSR Center Group and chairs South Asian Forum on Responsible Business and Globally Responsible Leaders Initiative. Ms. Waheed represents on governance bodies of GRI, Global Reporting Initiative, Asia Pacific Round